Hello everyone, I am here with my next video, and in this video I am going to explain you about the structure of plasma membrane. As we all are living organism and we have one unique feature that we have cell in our body, and the cell perform various life processes, various metabolic activities. So one part of the cell is plasma membrane. As you all know, if you have the basic idea about the cell, then it is the outermost covering of the animal cell. In plant cell also plasma membrane is there, but the outermost covering is cell wall. But in case of animal cell, the outer covering is made up of plasma membrane. As we all know that plant cell they need more rigidity, they need more strength, they need more support, and that's why they have the outer covering cell wall. They need to withstand in various harsh environmental changing conditions, so that's why they have cell wall. But animals, they are motile, they can move from one place to another, and that's why they don't require cell wall, and they have the cell membrane. And this cell membrane, it plays a very vital role, many various role functions. Like cell membrane functions, like first function, as it is a very important function, that is exchange of substances in and out of the cell. Basically the plasma membrane, the outer covering of the animal cell, which take part in exchange of substances, and that's why it is considered as, or it is the feature of the plasma membrane is, it is selectively permeable and it is semi-permeable. When cell require water or any solute particles or any ions, minerals, any things, then it allows the substance to enter and out of the cell. But there are also certain functions are there, like certain processes are there, like through osmosis the water enter into the cell and go out of the cell. Through diffusion, various molecules, whether it is gaseous molecule or solute particles or liquid, they pass through, but they do not require any semi-permeable membrane. Like in case of osmosis, the water moves through semi-permeable membrane. And diffusion also, there are different other kind of diffusion also takes place through plasma membrane, that is facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion, it is done by special type of carrier proteins, and these all are the passive transport. How the plasma membrane, they help in exchange of substances through active transport, through passive transport. Active transport means the change or this enter of substances. When the substance enter into the cell, it require energy. There is expenditure of energy. If ATP, if the cell membrane, it uses ATP, that type of transportation is called as active transport. And when it require ATP, when the transportation takes place against the concentration gradient. If it takes place along the concentration gradient means from higher concentration to lower concentration, in that case there is no use of energy. So let us discuss first what is plasma membrane, their composition, and the most accepted model. In this video, I am going to explain you about the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. Before that, just let me tell you about the composition of plasma membrane. What are the composition of plasma membrane? The first composition is lipid. Okay. Second one is protein, and third, carbohydrate. Around 60%, 52 to 60% proteins are there. Then lipid content is there around 40%, and 1 to 5% carbohydrate. But how they arrange all these lipid, proteins and carbohydrates, how they arranged in the cell membrane? The structure of cell membrane I am going to explain you in this video. So first I will tell you about the lipid. lipid part. Okay, so if you see this structure, this round structure, this structure and this structure, these are the structure. If you see, okay, this one, this is the trilaminar structure actually. Lipid bilayer is there and proteins are present. But it's not like that. Proteins are present like lipid, then protein, then lipid. It's not like that. It arranged in the mosaic manner. So, first I am going to explain you about how lipids are arranged. Lipids are arranged in the bilayer form like this. These are the lipid bilayer, having the polar head. This one is polar head. All the dotted structure, if you see, all this dotted structure, these are called as polar head. Polar head, they are hydrophilic. Okay, and this one is also polar head, which is present toward the outside. And the tail region, they have the head and tail, and the tail are the non-polar or hydrophobic non-polar. So lipid bilayer is present, the head region is there, tail region is there. Head and tail. Head is polar, and these are water loving in nature. They love water. And this is the tail region, they are water repelling, they hate water. Okay, got the point? So this lipid bilayer, how this lipid are arranged in plasma membrane in the bilayer form. If you see, these are the layer of the lipid, bilayer lipid, and this lipid are amphipathic. One terminology I am giving you, amphipathic. Amphipathic means they show both hydrophilic nature and hydrophobic nature. The head region are polar region and they love water, and tail region as non-polar region, they hate water. And then come to next part, lipid over. First, what I told you, that plasma membrane consists of lipid, protein, some amount of carbohydrate. So about the lipid part, discussion was over. How the lipid are arranged? In the bilayer form. In the bilayer form, lipids are arranged. These are the head region of the lipid and this long tail region of the lipid. These are the tail and these are the head. Okay, these are head and these region are tail region. Then come to next, protein. So if you see this blue color structure, this color structure, this structure, this structure, these are all these structure are proteins. But if you see the arrangement, they are arranged, they are appear like mosaic manner, and there are two types of proteins are present, integral protein or intrinsic protein. If you see, some proteins are there, they are present, they are embedded in the lipid bilayer. Here this protein, it is intrinsic protein, intrinsic or integral protein. Why? They have the stronger association with this lipid layer. They have the stronger association and they embedded in the lipid layer, and they are intrinsic protein. But this protein, if you see this protein, these two protein, they are present externally, and these are called as extrinsic protein. Extrinsic protein. So in this way, two types of proteins are arranged in this plasma membrane, intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic means they are present, they are embedded in the lipid bilayer, and extrinsic means they have the weaker association with lipid layer, so they are present externally. Got the point? Then next part, carbohydrates. So this is about protein over. This is protein. Two types of proteins are there. All the blue color line, if you see, these all are the protein. Then come to our carbohydrates. Carbohydrate, if you see the chain, some carbohydrate, they get associated with the protein and called as glycoprotein. Okay, and some these are the oligosaccharide chain, and some oligosaccharide, they get associated with lipid layer. If you see, This chain is associated with the lipid layer. This chain is associated with the protein layer. This chain is associated with the protein layer, which is called as glycoprotein. This layer is associated with this lipid layer, which is called as glycolipid. This layer is called as glycolipid. When this oligosaccharide chain, it get associated with this lipid layer and form the glycolipid. So in this way, small amount of carbohydrates are also present with the association of protein and lipid. With the association of protein and lipid. Glycoprotein, glycolipid. So these are the two lipid layer. If you see, these are the two lipid bilayer. These are the protein structure, big molecules. These are the protein structure macromolecules. Some are intrinsic and some are extrinsic. Those have the stronger association with the lipid layer, they are intrinsic. Those have the weaker association, they are extrinsic. So in this way, this is the composition of plasma membrane. Now come to the model. So Danieli and Dawson, they have put forth the hypothesis sandwich model, like how the lipids and protein molecules, they were arranged. According to them, they give their hypothesis like this. They told this is the layer of lipid, this is the layer of lipid, then this will be the layer of protein, like the sandwich model. They give the sandwich model. Okay. Then Robertson, he put forth the concept, given the concept trilaminar unit membrane concept. Trilaminar, lipid, protein and lipid. Dawson and Danieli given sandwich model, and this Robertson, he has given trilaminar unit membrane structure. But this was the most accepted hypothesis, fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, and very important part of the cell chapter. Fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. It was given by Nicholson and Singer. Singer and Nicholson given this hypothesis, fluid mosaic model. According to them, this lipid are quasi-fluid in nature. Quasi-fluid means semi-fluid in nature, and that's why due to this, the semi-fluid fluid nature of this lipid, they allow some protein to move inside the lipid layer. They can easily move inside. If you see this protein, this is the protein. How they get inserted in the lipid layer? Because this lipid molecules are quasi-fluid in nature. That's why they have given the fluid term. And why mosaic? In the mosaic manner, protein, lipid, like this protein, and these are lipid, protein, lipid. In the mosaic manner, one another, they are arranged. Anywhere if you see, these are the protein, mosaic manner, the proteins are arranged in the lipid layer. And that's why they propose this model, that Singer and Nicholson, fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. And this is the whole concept of fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, the fluid nature of lipid, which allow the protein to move inside the lipid layer. That's why there are some protein molecule. If you see this structure and this structure, they make the channel here. They make the channel here for transportation across the membrane. Suppose any substance, let us take an example of water molecule is there outside the cell. Suppose this is the H2O. How this water molecule, or any, you can take it as example, any kind of ions are there, salt are there. So how they enter? This is the substance. It enters through this pathway. These are the carrier proteins. They form the channel through which the transportation of substances easily takes place through the cell membrane, but along the concentration gradient, not against the concentration gradient. So this is all about the fluid mosaic model and composition of plasma membrane. So I hope for 11th standard student, it will help you in your exam, and in my next video I will explain you how the transportation of substances takes place across the cell membrane. Thank you.